of the students for accomplishing this. I would like to thank a few individuals who made this possible. First of all, your parents, your guardians, grandparents, caregivers. Give them a round of applause. I'd also like to thank our teachers, counselors, administrators, and lastly, I'd like to thank Mr. Seacos. He's assistant principal. He organized this event along with Toya Buckley, our college and career counselors. Seniors, did you guys have a good time today at the cookout? Good, I'm glad. Don't forget to study now. Don't forget to study. You have finals coming up. I know we have a full program, so at this time I'd like to introduce our Master of Ceremony, Dr. Monty Tapler, current principal at Lincoln Middle School. Mr. Tapler, Dr. Tapler, thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Senior Honor Night, and before we begin our program, we ask that you do the following here. If you would please turn your cell phones off or place them on vibrate. We ask also that you hold your applause until all students' names are called in each category. For some awards, there may be one student. For some, there may be 4, 5, 6, 7, or more, but we ask if you'd hold your applause. We'll give them one big round of applause as we bring them all up here together. Tonight's tonight our students are being celebrated for their academic, athletic, and scholarship success. On behalf of the entire district, we are extremely proud of the efforts, honors, and achievements of the entire class of 2023. Students, as your name is called, please enter the stage to your right and accept your award. You will then move to the other side of the stage for a picture opportunity. After the picture, we ask that you please return to your seat in the audience. This is the class of 2023, and students have had anything but a typical high school experience. Instead, they've had to chart their own course of what typical actually is. They came in as freshmen, completely unaware of what was in store for them, and after a seemingly normal start to the year, the pandemic hit and they were sent home in March, trying to not only navigate the newness of high school, but the newness of learning at home. Yet they persevered. Sophomore year began virtually, and then it wasn't, but then it was again. This went on for the whole year, bringing to light the new phrase, hybrid learning. And you talk about flexibility. You all certainly understand and can identify what it means and what it takes to be flexible. Granted, there's some people older than you that may have a hard time being flexible, but you understand what flexibility means, ladies and gentlemen. They entered the next year as juniors with the hope that this would be their final year of some normalcy, but there were still remnants of the pandemic that lingered, causing changes, precautions, and confinements that affected them daily. Despite it all, they showed up, determined to get to the finish line, and now here we are, ending your senior year. And how ironic that it's your last year in a way, in some ways your first year. Through it all, each of you have shown strength in adversity. We've willed through obstacles and are now ready to walk in their purpose. Their perseverance, flexibility, and determination has made them the Pike High School class of 2023. So now, let's start with our first award presentation. Please join me in recognizing our valedictorian, Elizabeth Dunleavy, and our salutatorian, Elizabeth Danforth, for their hard work and determination through their high school career. In the fall, Elizabeth will be attending Purdue University, and Elizabeth will be attending IUPUI. We want to congratulate each of these seniors for their accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Mr. Curtis McManus with the Kiwanis of Northwest Indianapolis, could you please join me at the podium? Michael A. Carroll was a charter member of the Distinguished President of the Kiwanis Club of Northwest Indianapolis. His leadership in the club was only one example of his far-ranging commitment to service, love of people, and dedication to bettering the city of Indianapolis. His death in 1992 at the age of 51 was a loss felt throughout the city of Indianapolis. The Northwest Club chose to commemorate Mr. Carroll through a scholarship program that recognizes the qualities which made him an outstanding community leader. Each spring, the Kiwanis Club of Northwest Indianapolis awards the Carroll Citizenship Award to a graduating senior. The Michael A. Carroll Memorial Citizenship Award is presented to two individuals, Lariana Joseph and Patricia Tacock. Please welcome Drew Stainbrook to the stage for the Weldon Morgan Music Scholarship. Weldon C. Morgan was a band director in Pike Township from 1939 to 1980. His life was unselfishly dedicated to the encouragement and support of his students, school, and community. His enthusiastic devotion made a tremendous impact on those who knew him. The Weldon C. Morgan Memorial Scholarship is given to a senior music student who intends to pursue a career in music education and who best exemplifies the values and ideas of Mr. Morgan. The winner of this year's Weldon C. Morgan Scholarship is Damon Means. Mr. Chris Gordon, would you please join me at the podium for the presentation of the Pike Township Lions Club? This scholarship is awarded to a student in the top half of the graduating class who is continuing his or her studies in an institution of higher academic or vocational education. The criteria for this award includes a solid academic performance, school and/or community involvement, determination, and motivation to accomplish personal goals, and moral character that merits support. Please congratulate Kaylee Michelle Riviera. I'm going to ask Ms. Dina Irwin, who will be coming forward. She's standing in for the Claremont Lions Club. I'm going to ask if she would please join us on stage. Since its charter, the Claremont Lions Club has been dedicated to helping others. The vision that the founding members had was one of service. The decision of exactly how to serve was made when they decided to purchase the land for the park and leave a legacy to the community. This year's recipient for Pike Township is Sarah Hanscom. The Dar Good Citizens Award and Scholarship Contest, created in 1934, is intended to encourage and reward the qualities of good citizenship. This award recognizes and rewards individuals who possess the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism in their homes, schools, and communities. These students are selected by their teachers and peers because they demonstrate these qualities to an outstanding degree. Let us congratulate Cassandra Cavazos. Please welcome Mrs. Buckley to the stage. McDonald's Black History Makers of today provide scholarships and recognition for senior high school students in the region selected by their teachers for their leadership and the ability to uplift their peers and community. They are dedicated to strengthening and sharing their culture through positive behavior and making change, all while balancing the school and other extracurricular activities. This $1,000 scholarship is awarded to Elisha Gamble. And then you'll go over here and take a picture. Guyan Creek Middle School representatives, if you would please join me on stage. The Guyan Creek Middle School Scholarship was created by the GCMS Student Council members in 2013 to recognize outstanding alumni in the area of academics and/or community service. The middle school students work hard every year to raise money to give a scholarship to a deserving former Guyan Creek Middle School senior. The winner is chosen by the GCMS Student Council members. This evening, we are honored to award Salematu Diaby. Dr. Lisa Steele, could you please join me on stage for the Fishback Creek Explorers of Today, Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship. This award will be presented to a student who attended Fishback Creek Public Academy for a minimum of 4 years. This recipient was determined without consideration to race, creed, sex, age, religious, or political beliefs. This student has at least a minimum of a 3.0 GPA and no disciplinary record during grade 12. We are honored to award Anaya Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Dobbs to the stage to help present the next scholarship.
Surprise.
Excuse me, please welcome Mrs. Irwin. The Realizing Your Dream Scholarship was created through the efforts of our superintendent, Mr. Nathaniel Jones, and a committee representing other Pike Township administrators and community stakeholders. These scholarships are being presented to deserving students who have excelled in the classroom, extracurricular, and community activities. The Realizing Your Dream Scholarship winner is Jocelyn Oriana. I'm going to ask for Mr. Larry Gallion. Again, Mr. Larry Gallion was joining us at the podium at this time. Mr. Gallion worked in Pike Township schools for over 39 years. During his tenure, he worked as a teacher, assistant principal, and finished his career as assistant superintendent. Throughout his tenure, Mr. Gallion worked tirelessly for the students and families of Pike Township. As a result of all of his hard work and dedication, the MSD Pike Township School Board honored Mr. Gallion by naming a scholarship in his name to be presented to deserving Pike High School seniors. The Larry G. Gallion Scholarship winner is Anaya Kelsey. In 2003, Dr. Nathaniel Jones became the first African-American superintendent to accept the awesome responsibility of leading the Metropolitan School District of Pike Township in Indianapolis, Indiana. During his tenure as superintendent, the graduation rate consistently ranged between 92 to 94%. Pike High School has been recognized as one of the most challenging in the nation. Increased scholarship grants, highest number of Gates Scholars in Indiana, implemented a STEM center, and also was a recipient of 2 District of Distinction awards, spearheaded major construction or renovation. Matter of fact, all facilities are ready for the 21st century, and has earned over $75 million for federal competitive grants from 2005 to 2015. These are all things that were accomplished. At the time of his retirement, Superintendent Jones had over 43 years of experience in the field of education. The winners of the Dr. Nathaniel Jones Scholarship are the following: Joshua Chapman, Damon Means. Please come forward. Dr. Ruth W. Woods has been the pre-collegiate consultant for the MSD Pike Township since 2007. Her role has been to work with students as they explore college and career options, and most significantly, to help them secure funds to finance their post-secondary experiences. During her time with Pike, Dr. Ruth has helped to increase the scholarship potential for each senior class by her direct contact with colleges and universities. She has also cultivated several professional and personal relationships over the past 30 years with the historically black colleges and universities around the country. These invaluable connections have proven to be quite lucrative for the college-bound students in Pike Township. And as a result, the MSD Pike Township School Board honored Dr. Ruth by naming a scholarship in her name to be presented to a deserving Pike High School senior. This year's scholarship winners are the following: Dylan Thomas and Salematu Diaby. I would like to ask the Allison Transmission HR representative to join me on stage at this time. Allison Transmission's commitment to Central Indiana High School students has grown over the years. In 2007, a $5,000 Allison Transmission Scholarship was established to recognize the academic achievements of college-bound Indiana high school seniors who possess a strong interest in engineering, manufacturing, or business. Initially, a total of 2 $5,000 scholarships were designated to be awarded annually. And in 2012, that number was increased to 3. This year, we are proud to announce the following as this year's scholarship winner: Jared Cordova, and one more, I'm sorry, and the retiree scholarship winner, Gabriel Alejandro Montoya Gomez. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tamika Lomax, Pike Township School Board member, to the stage. Indianapolis Professional Association, also known as IPA, Achievement Awards highlights the academic achievement and community contributions of college-bound minority students from Marion County high schools. This year's Achievement Award recipients are the following individuals: Alana Foster and Gavin Grays. Tori Patterson, would you please join me at the podium? The Pike Township Educational Foundation, with the support of their donors, is awarding more than $72,000 in college scholarships to the class of 2023. The following scholarships will help Pike graduates achieve their goal of a higher education. In 2017, the Pike Alumni Association became part of the Pike Township Educational Foundation, creating opportunities for alumni to connect with one another while impacting today's students. Supporters of the Alumni Association have made it possible for the advisory board to award the alumni scholarship each year. Students applying must detail what he or she will accomplish over the next 10 years that will make that applicant an outstanding candidate for the Pike Hall of Fame. This year, this award is presented to Elijah Gornick. The Joel Lehman Memorial Scholarship remembers a beloved Pike High School teacher, coach, and counselor. This $1,000 scholarship is awarded to a student who was part of an athletic team while at Pike. This year's recipient is Caleb Garrity. I'd like to invite Dr. Shelby Kegler to join us on stage. The Stanford Kegler Achievement Scholarship is in honor of Stanford Kegler, a 2003 Pike graduate. He excelled in multiple sports and served his community and his church while attending Pike High School. He excelled in football, swimming, and track, and earned a football scholarship at Purdue University. He was later drafted by the Tennessee Titans. The recipient of this scholarship is active in their community and school, as well as being a two-sport athlete at Pike High School. This year's recipient is Elijah Gornick. Could Cicely Hart please join me on stage? The STEM Magic Scholarship is awarded to a minority woman who is planning on pursuing a degree in a STEM-related field. This $2,000 scholarship is made possible by two 1993 Pike alumni, Cicely Hart and Chris Morris. And this year's recipient, ladies and gentlemen, is Patricia Tackock. Could Anita Galliard join me on stage, please? The Clarence C. Wood Scholarship was made possible by memorial gifts made in honor of Clarence C. Wood, a 1943 graduate of Pike. Mr. Wood was the parent of 3 Pike graduates and was dedicated to his family and to the Pike Township community, where he lived and served the community in many ways for more than 80 years. Applicants for this scholarship must express how they value community service and giving back to the Pike community, and describe their most meaningful achievements in community service and leadership. At this time, let us acknowledge our recipient, Lariana Joseph. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Hawkins and his family to the stage at this time. This scholarship was created in celebration of William Hawkins III, also known as Trey, and is awarded annually to an exceptional learner who has excelled and shown determination in reaching their educational goals. This year's recipient has overcome challenges throughout their education. Despite their adversities, she is a warrior who has remained focused on her goals, and this year she pushed through some optional barriers to ensure she will be graduating with the Academic Honors Diploma. She is dedicated to giving back to her community. Her future plans include becoming an educator in Pike and eventually studying education law. This year's William M. Hawkins III Book Award recipient is Samaya Rutland. The hallmark of Excellence Scholarship is awarded annually. Applicants must rank in the top 10% of their graduating class. In addition, the student must be an active member of the student body as demonstrated by their participation and service to Pike High School, and submit an essay on a designated topic. This year's recipient is Joshua Chapman. The Maggie Harry Memorial Scholarship was created in honor of a Pike student who lost her life to the terrible disease of bipolar disorder. Presenting this scholarship are Maggie's parents, Lou and Cindy Harry. Maggie left a legacy of creativity and inspiration, and this scholarship is awarded to someone who exemplifies that spirit of joy and wonder in their own way. Applicants should have improved the lives of those around them and incorporated creativity into their lives. This year's scholarships are awarded to 2 individuals, Shivang Pandya and Patricia Takuk. The Michael K. Guest Memorial Scholarship is a gift from the family of Michael Guest, a 1967 graduate of Pike High School. Mr. Guest is also the father of Pike graduates. Nothing was more important to Michael than his family, and he expected them to be hardworking, honest, and demonstrate high character. Applicants for this scholarship must express how they represent these characteristics. Here to present the scholarship are Janet Guest and Christy Gordon. This year's recipient is Matt DeKine. The Serving the World Scholarship is in honor of Gloria Jean Cobb, a 1958 Pike alumnus. She devoted her life to providing medical care to people in some of the most deprived and dangerous parts of the world. The recipients of this scholarship must be planning to pursue a career in public service and demonstrate a passion for serving the community. This year's recipients are the following: Alex Pineda Maliano and Cassandra Lewis. The Overcoming Obstacles Scholarship is awarded to a student who has overcome a major obstacle or hardship while pursuing their education and maintaining at least a 2.5 GPA. This scholarship is a $1,000 a year reward and can be renewed for up to 4 years for a total award of $4,000. The recipient is Elinam Doe. The Plan to Succeed Scholarship was created by Pike alumni and local business owner Peter Dunn, also known as Pete the Planner. The recipient must be a first-generation college student. This scholarship is awarded to Mapinza Luanda. The Reaching for Success Scholarship is awarded to a student who pursues excellence but is not in the top 10% of their class. Applicants must describe how their Pike experience has helped them accomplish their goal of attending college. This scholarship is also a $1,000 award that can be renewed for 4 years, totaling $4,000. The recipient is Mariah Minor. The Richard H. Crosser Memorial Scholarship is funded by an endowment through Crossman Communities. The recipient must be planning to attend an Indiana school and majoring in something related to the building trades, engineering, accounting, etc. This year's recipient is Aaron Gonzalez. The Shukla family, led by Shitan and Lena, parents of 3 Pike graduates, established this scholarship to support a deserving Pike senior in their pursuit of a college degree. The Shukla family recognizes Pike students that have incredible potential, but college is unattainable for some due to costs. Applicants must have an unweighted GPA between 2.5 and 3.5 and describe the impact of the scholarship on their ability to attend college. This is renewable, and this will be a $2,500 award annually for 4 years. This year's recipient is Tanya Perez Contreras. Justin Paget, could you please join us? The Coach Allen Darner Memorial Scholarship is in memory of Pike High School's basketball coach from 1996 to 2001. His teams won the 1998 and 2001 IHSAA 4A state championship games, and the recipient of this scholarship must have been a part of an athletic team while at Pike. This scholarship is a $1,998 award, renewable for 4 years, in memory of the 1998 state championship. And this year's recipient is Elizabeth Dunleavy. The Voigt Family Scholarship is funded by Evan Voigt, Pike High School class of 2003. Evan has previously mentored high school students and believes in helping students who are first-generation college students achieve their academic goals after Pike High School. This year's recipient is Soko Bakere. Julie Siegel Redmond, could you please join me on stage? The Siegel Family Scholarship is in memory of Ed and Carmen Siegel. Ed was Pike High School's basketball coach from 1970 to 1995. During his time at Pike High School, he was also the beloved economics teacher. Carmen was a nursery school teacher at Bethel United Methodist Church, and the entire Siegel family was devoted to Pike Township and its students. The recipient of this award must have earned at least 1 varsity letter while attending Pike High School, as well as maintaining high academic standards. This year's recipient is Justin Wide. Each year, the Pike Alumni Association hosts a golf outing. Donations received at this outing in honor of two former Pike High School educators, Mae Booth and Joe Drescher, funded this scholarship. Recipients were asked to write an essay about a Pike teacher who had an impact on their life. And this year's recipient is Tanya Perez Contreras. This scholarship was created to honor the leadership legacy of Nathaniel Jones, who served as superintendent of MSD Pike Township for 13 years before retiring in December 2016. Because Dr. Jones had a passion for education, applicants for this scholarship are planning to pursue a degree in education. This year's recipient is Sabrina Garcia Reed. The Walter Mole Scholarship was founded in honor of Walter Mole and in recognition of his fine character, citizenship, attitude toward others, and work ethic. This scholarship was first made available by his friends at Electrical Systems Company in 1996, honoring a Pike High School student exhibiting these same exemplary traits. The scholarship has continued with the support of his loving family, and this year's recipient, ladies and gentlemen, is Sogo Bakere. Mrs. T-Bolt, if you would please join me on stage. The Michael T-Bolt Culinary Arts Scholarship is awarded to a culinary arts student who is planning a career in a culinary field. It is presented in memory of Michael T-Bolt, Pike community member and proud Pike dad. This scholarship is designed to give a student a head start in achieving their goals in the culinary field. This year's recipient is Maya Clark. Ann Teeter Loomis was a former Pike High School home ec teacher, a 4-H leader, sponsor and advisor, a member of the Pike Historical Society, and a favorite teacher. The recipient of this award is a family and consumer sciences student who shows leadership qualities. This year's recipient is Honesty Brookins. Charles W. Harvey Jr. is a 1959 graduate of Pike High School. He served his community as a sheriff, law enforcement officer, and as a member of the Secret Service. This award is given to a student chosen by the Guidance Department that has demonstrated interest in community service and safety. This year's recipient is Cassandra Cavazos. Chuck L. Stewart, PHS class of 1960 is honored with this Loyalty Award. He was a class officer, a member of many clubs and activities, and stayed connected with his classmates, helping and encouraging everyone. And this award is given to a student chosen by the guidance department who shows caring and loyalty to fellow students. This year's recipient is Tanya Perez Contreras. Jack H. Moniger, Pike High School class of 1942, taught art and history and social studies at Pike High School and Lincoln Middle School. He also fought in the Battle of the Bulge and was awarded a World War II Bronze Star. This award is given to an art student who is planning on majoring in art in college. This year's recipient is Catherine Grace Clevenger. Can Sherry Marcotte, Amy Gatman, Stacy Hernandez, and Beth Greason, would you all please join us on stage at this time? Mrs. Jody McDonald taught English at Pike High School, beginning her teaching career in 1992. Mrs. McDonald was an excellent teacher. She had a way of getting the most from her students, and they would end up loving English class in spite of her being a fanatic for proper grammar. Most students lucky enough to have had Mrs. McDonald in class ended up claiming her as their favorite teacher. She mentored countless students over her tenure at Pike, and her memory lives on in each of them. Mrs. McDonald also coached volleyball and basketball at Pike High School, positively impacting many athletes during that time. She was an amazing athlete herself and imparted her skills and knowledge to her teams. The recipient of this year's scholarship is Sabrina Garcia Reed. Jeffrey Owens, would you please join us on stage? Taylor Owens was a 2019 graduate of Pike High School who earned her certified nursing assistant license and was pursuing a degree as a registered nurse when she lost her life in a tragic car accident in July 2021. This scholarship is funded by family and friends who wish to honor Taylor's legacy of generosity and kindness. Taylor is remembered as being driven, lively, outgoing, kind, and reliable. She demonstrated a strong work ethic and worked hard to improve in areas that challenged her. Taylor had a heart for others and loved being part of the healthcare profession. At Pike High School, she was an active choir member and was a manager for the varsity football team. Taylor's family and former teachers described her as a passionate young woman with such a big heart who would do anything for anyone, and remembered her kindness, her smile, and her gift for encouraging everyone around her. This year's recipient is Kylan Wardlow. Nelson Global has a tradition of providing community-based scholarships. This one-time $2,000 award will be presented to a Pike High School senior planning to pursue a major in technology or manufacturing-based related fields. And this year's recipient is Major Joseph Hughes. The Moving Forward scholarships are awarded by members of the Pike High School staff. Applicants must convey how Pike helped prepare them for their planned future career. This year's Moving Forward scholarship recipients are, and there are 8 of them, ladies and gentlemen, Olamide Joy Akinbabola, Sogo Bakare, Sabrina Garcia Reed, Cassandra Lewis, Irvin Lopez, Vanessa Perez, Kylan Wardlow, and Ayana Nash. Danielle Volin, would you please join us on stage? The IB Scholarship is awarded to one student in the IB program who best fits the IB learner profile. This year's recipient is Patricia Takak. Each year, the Pike Township Educational Foundation awards scholarships to Pike Preparatory Academy students who are planning on furthering their education. This year's recipients are the following, and I have 6 total, ladies and gentlemen: Jesus Moreno Orozco, Luis Garcia Flores, Mamuna Jallo, Nancy Hernandez Vasquez, Noraya Thomas, and Jimmy Smith. Ms. Irwin, if you would please join me again at the podium for the Jeans Scholarship presentation. Big dreams and good grades are not enough to get into college. The staff at Pike High School understands the importance of a college education, and through donations to wear jeans and their college apparel, the staff was able to raise an impressive amount of money to be able to award the Jeans Scholarship to 7 deserving students. We want to congratulate you on your success. And I'm counting more than 7, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Ola Waseun Edasoji, Cassandra Cavazos, Essence Eaton, Marquise Jefferson, Brenda Manana Gomez, Katina Newbern, Tanya Perez Contreras, Samaya Rutland, Danaya Sanil. Please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome April Moss to the stage for this next award. Sponsored by the Pike Historical Society, this award is named after Maxine Stevens, who founded the newspaper. From there, she went on to volunteer in Pike Township for 40 years. She served as secretary to the superintendent for 25 years and served 2 terms on the school board. Her greatest passion was preserving history. She is a co-founder of the Pike Historical Society and started the Park Archives Room, contributing her own files. This award is given to a student who uses journalism as a platform to continue the preservation of history. This year's winner, and when I call your name, I'm going to ask if you would please remain by the podium following this award. This year's winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jenna Newberg. This award was started by the Indiana High School Press Association to honor seniors who demonstrate the 4 core journalism values of truth, courage, integrity, and freedom. Named after former Mooresville High School advisor and most recent executive director of the IHSPA, Diana Hadley is a woman who not only continues to be an advocate for student journalists, but she is the first person Pike High School advisor April Moss worked with as a student teacher. Mrs. Moss credits Mrs. Hadley for inspiring her to become an advisor as well, and is pleased to present the Diana Hadley Award for Pike High School to 2 students who have continuously demonstrated all 4 journalistic principles. And this year, we actually just have 1. She is standing right next to us, ladies and gentlemen, Jenna Newberg. Pike High School has 10 different departments and a career and STEM center. Each department, along with the Career and STEM Center, will honor a senior that has shown exemplary performances within the department. I would like to welcome Ms. Dina Irwin to the stage to help present the awards for the Pike Career Center. Each career course will award their top senior in each area based on grades, attendance, and professionalism. Please hold your applause until all students have been named. You all have been doing a wonderful job with that, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and call for each one. Again, we'll hold applause. Radio and TV broadcasting, Alana Foster. Health science, Aiden Kelly Wright. Cosmetology, Anika Florentino Moctezuma. Culinary arts and hospitality, Emily Velasquez. Criminal justice, Ayana Nash. EMT, May Howard. HVAC, Tito Moss. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Lance Garvin, representing the Business and IT Department, would like to recognize the following students. First, this student went above and beyond on his class projects in Computer Science 1 and 2. He has consistently been a leader in AP Computer Science. He comes to class ready to work every day. He has done all of this while maintaining a high GPA. He has earned his Microsoft Office Specialist certification in PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, Excel, and Access Expert. Students are only required to earn 3 of the 4 certifications for the course. However, this went beyond the minimum requirements, earning the additional certifications. His Excel score was among the highest in the state of Indiana this year. Congratulations to Xavion Maribel. This particular student, This particular student is an extremely hard worker and is always on task and typically working ahead. He is a model student in the classroom and is always willing to lend a helping hand. Let us congratulate, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Kunst. Shannon Taylor stepping in for Amber McKinney this evening, representing the Family and Consumer Science Department, would like to recognize this student who is always excited to be at school and interacting with his peers. He is excited for every new lesson and challenge he comes across in classes. This student is always willing to help no matter what the task may be. He has the biggest heart, infectious energy, and is always able to psych up the space and get his peers excited as well. Throughout his time in this particular department, even in classrooms where he isn't a student, students and teachers alike look forward to their daily greeting from him. Let's congratulate Kendall Morton. Myron Cochran, representing the art department, would like to recognize this student who is a wonderful artist and is talented and full of creativity. She is very comfortable drawing and creating her personal cartoons and illustrations during her free time. This student has taken many art classes over her high school career and is currently in ceramics and an AP Studio Art. She plans to major in art in college, but is undecided on which college to attend at the moment. Let us congratulate Catherine Clevenger. Melissa Ziegler, representing the World Language Department, would like to recognize students in each language category. This student is the only senior in a class of freshmen and sophomores. He took French because, as he once told me, he wanted to try something new. He is an active participant in class, and he always meets expectations. When I changed the desk around in the classroom and gave students a choice to sit themselves anywhere, this student chose to sit in the center of the room. He is indeed my lighthouse in the classroom. Other students look up to him. They follow his lead. He is calm and always willing to help. The French outstanding senior is Elijah Hunter. As a German 4 student, this student explores various German culture themes and shares his findings with his peers. He is also the president of our Pike High School German Club. He plans intentional and fun activities that promote learning, German, and encourage student connections. This student is always looking to share a new German word or phrase with someone. The German outstanding senior is Sean Alverson. This Spanish student has such a positive, genuine attitude. Even when facing difficult situations, she works extremely hard, both in school and out, so that she can succeed in life. I continue to be in awe of her optimistic outlook on life. There is no doubt that she will be successful in whatever she chooses to do. The Spanish Outstanding Senior is Tanya Perez Contreras. Achievements are measured in numerous ways. For him, achievements are measured in how many physical, emotional, and academic obstacles he has overcome. From coming to the U.S. and learning English to overcoming hurdles from injuries as he played sports at a competitive level, to having faced the loss of a stepdad in such a tragic way in the Greenwood Mall shooting, to hanging on to his goals and self-worth as he faced remarks on his ability to succeed given his legal status, to being devoted to assisting his family financially and emotionally through turbulent times. Not many students can glide through these challenges in life and still remain poised, hopeful, kind, and focused to move forward. Whenever I meet teachers that have had an opportunity to work with this student, they all share the same thought: this kid is amazing. In Pike, we always say we want to shape the future through our students. And as a Pike educator, I couldn't be prouder of this student because he encapsulates the essential characteristics of what we envision Pike students to be. The ENL Outstanding Senior is Gregorio Carlos Chavara Diaz. Megan Kirkendall represents the English department and this year's Outstanding Seniors. This student is a determined, dedicated, and considerate student. She works hard to complete assignments on time and help her peers. The College Prep English Outstanding Senior is Aluwasion Edesoji. The next individual is goal-oriented and a hard worker who consistently shows an interest in learning and understanding concepts. She is a model student who always wants to do her best and shows excitement about learning. The dual credit composition and literature Outstanding Senior is Katina Newbern. The following individual shows tenacity in a quiet, thoughtful way, but is determined and hardworking at the same time. I am very proud of her for what she has overcome this year while finishing with a 97+% in this class. No easy feat. The AP English Literature and Composition Outstanding Senior is Carolyn Wurst. We also have one other acknowledgement. This student will be the recipient of the Ethnic Literature Outstanding Senior Award. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Damon Means. One more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Amanda Botsford, representing the Exceptional Learners Department, would like to recognize a student whose excitement and positivity is contagious. She sets high expectations for herself and is driven to achieve them. When faced with a challenge, this student will not back down Instead, she persists and is encouraged to work harder. She is an excellent communicator and already looking forward to giving back to her community as an up-and-coming educator. This student is truly an inspiration and sign of hope for our future. The exceptional learner's outstanding senior is Samaya Rutland. Chris Wilson, representing the Social Studies Department, would like to recognize this student who is an exemplary student. She isn't like some students who are hunting for grades and accolades. Instead, she is hungry to learn and embraces the mess of learning. She loves seeing how things fit together and takes her time to internalize information to consider how it fits into the bigger picture. History probably isn't her favorite subject. However, she still slays. The Social Studies outstanding senior is Patricia Takash. One more time for Patricia. Mr. Stainbrook in the Performing Arts Department would like to recognize this student who is the most dedicated and selfless student in the Performing Arts Department. Throughout her time at Pike, she has participated in all of the orchestras, the musical pit, the musical cast, and 3PT. She also took AP Music Theory class and is planning on majoring in music at Ball State University. She is a class act, talented musician and actress, and an incredibly inspiring young person. Congratulations to our Performing Arts Outstanding Senior Award recipient, Cassandra Lewis. Leslie Sitzman, representing the Science Department, will be recognizing students in each discipline. This student is always listening and taking in everything that is being said and discussed. Her ability to process the information is at a level that is not seen that often here. Her ability to put the pieces together and figure things out is amazing. She is a great student that values learning and education. The biology outstanding senior is Katie Atedi Lopez. The next student was an amazing and has been an amazing chemistry student. Always had a smile on her face, hardworking, and asked so many great questions. She was a class leader and always encouraged other students, even in the midst of our hybrid COVID schedule. She will do well in whatever she decides to do. The chemistry outstanding senior is Erica Lamar. The following student is one of the most enthusiastic, hardworking students one could have, who takes on challenges with a smile on her face. No matter what was thrown at her in environmental science, she led the way with a can-do attitude. During the many times outside, she consistently encouraged and helped others to overcome their discomfort while also committing herself to the task at hand with an inquisitive and determined mindset. Every product she produced, from the insect collection to the first semester final presentation that was presented to the residents at Robin Run, to the climate change essay, has been top quality. On top of all of this, she would volunteer to do extra when the chance arose. It has been a pleasure to have this student in class, and I look forward to seeing where her trajectory takes her. The Environmental Science Outstanding Senior Award goes to Jenna Newberg. This student is the student that every teacher longs to have. She is highly attentive, incredibly bright, and very responsible. When working on labs, with her classmates, she is patient and non-judgmental. She is polite during lessons and not afraid to ask questions. She also does an excellent job managing her challenging schedule. The physics outstanding senior is Chelsea Gonzalez. This student is one of the most conscientious, self-disciplined, and thoughtful students I have ever had the pleasure to teach. When he encounters difficult material, he does not give up, but relentlessly works at understanding it. He is an extremely intelligent, well-rounded, and pleasant individual. He works well independently, but also knows how to work as a member of a team. His character and integrity are admirable. I trust him completely because he is honest, competent, and hardworking. The physics engineering outstanding senior is Jared Cordova. Eric Beebe and Kathy Mitchell, representing the math department, would like to recognize this student who is inquisitive by nature. The IB Math SL class challenges students to articulate and demonstrate mathematical understanding in a new way. He responded to this challenge by taking the initiative to ask questions and seek out help when needed. He consistently wanted to know how certain calculus theorems were derived or how they could be applied in different contexts. His questions revealed how deeply he was thinking about the content. I was also impressed by how his inquisitive nature aided him in developing a mathematics essay investigating the probability of winning a euchre game, his favorite card game. The first outstanding math senior is Elijah Gornick. This student is a good student who possesses a great personality and a good work ethic. He is always prepared for class, even when he has been absent. He also gets along well with his peers and can work in groups easily. He is generally the leader of his group, and when the time arises, as other students are aware of his talent for math. As a result of his hard work in the classroom and ability to work with others, he scored a 5 on his AP Calculus AB exam his junior year and a 1290 on his SAT. This student is one of the most capable and talented students that I have had. He is able to think outside of the box, think independently, and be creative in his solving techniques. He has a natural ability for mathematics beyond most people. The second outstanding math senior is Jason Palmer Mitchell. I would like to now invite our AP IB coordinator, Mrs. Volan, if you would please join me on stage. Among these honored seniors this evening, there are several students who have completed over the last 2 years the necessary requirements for the International Baccalaureate Diploma. These students have taken the most rigorous curriculum and 6 subject areas, taken over 17 hours of exams in addition to all of their AP exams, and have completed over 150 community service hours. Pike is honored to recognize these remarkable students this evening with their IB Diploma Certificate of Completion Awards and wishes them well as they join the other IB students from all over the world as they encounter their next level of academic achievement. This year's IB students are, there's several ladies and gentlemen, Olamide Akinbobola, Geraldi Albaran, Jessica Arroyo Lopez, Sogo Becare, Elizabeth Danforth, Elizabeth Dunlevy, Chelsea Gonzalez, Elijah Gornick, Ender Holahan, Alan Maldonado Martinez, Gabriel Montoya Gomez, Hope Steno, and Patricia Takash. Give them a round of applause. Many students spend countless hours working on their advanced placement courses and studying for their AP tests to earn college credit while in high school. The following students received scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. The following students are our AP scholars: Geralde Albaran, Jessica Arroyo Lopez, Ernesto Bermudez, Noah Bowers, Madeline Buchan, Danelle Carter, Elinam Doe, Elisha Gamble, Jocelyn Gonzalez Crisanto, Vivian Henry, Amaya Heron, Muhammad Khalik, Trina Lee, Gabrielle Montoya, Jason Palmer Mitchell, Augustus Powell, Avani Rhea Peretti, Casey Rizzo, Hope Steno, Tam Tran, Cameron Williams, and Carolyn Wurst. AP Scholar with Honors is granted to students who receive an average score of at least 3.25 on all AP exams taken, and scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more of these exams. The following students are our AP Scholars with Honor: Sogo Bakare, Catherine Clevenger, Alana Foster, Savannah Harris, Eleanor Holahan, Eric Lamar, and Jenna Newberg. AP Scholar with Distinction is granted to students who receive an average score of at least 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of these exams. The following students are our AP Scholars with Distinction: Olamide Akinbobola, Shayna Alverson, DeAnthony Barrios, Elizabeth Danforth, Elizabeth Dunlevy, Chelsea Gonzalez, Elijah Gornick, and Patricia Takosh. Give them a round of applause. On behalf of the Commandment of the Marine Corps and the Marines of Recruiting Station Indianapolis, Staff Sergeant Hughes is here to present awards to some very deserving students for their achievements through their entire high school career. Marines approach every obstacle with a can-do attitude and an adaptable mindset to get the job done. Adapt and overcome. You all have done just that and should be proud of your accomplishments. Now, the Marine Corps would like to recognize some students in 3 special categories: the Distinguished Athlete Award, the Scholastic Excellence Award, and the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. For the Distinguished Athlete Award, the recipients of this award not only represent a student that is a superior athlete, but also one that has been recognized as an exemplary young citizen and a role model for younger students. The student must also have exhibited the personal traits of courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership while performing as a varsity athlete, the same traits we look for in every Marine. It is with great pleasure that we present the following with the Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award for 2023, Ethan Newcomb and Cassandra Cavazos. As they prepare to receive their award, we also want to acknowledge this next award, which will recognize a student who goes the extra mile with their studies, both in and out of the classroom. To be eligible for this award, the student must be a distinguished scholar, an exemplary citizen, and a role model for younger students. The student must also have shown determination and dedication throughout the school year toward achieving academic excellence. The recipient of this year's Scholastic Excellence Award is Elizabeth Dunlevy. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the last award is the Semper Fidelis Award. The Marine Band has a long-standing history of musical excellence. They have been playing at the White House since 1801 and referred to as the President's Own. John Philip Sousa wrote the march Semper Fidel while serving as the director of the Marine Band in 1881, and thus the march was declared the official march of the U.S. Marine Corps. To receive this award, the student must have held a first chair in band, proven capable or performing as a soloist, and has been recognized as both an outstanding musician and young citizen. This year's winner of the Semper Fidelis Award goes to Damon Means. I want to ask the members of the U.S. military if you would please join me on stage. Every year, Pike High School has a group of seniors that are among the brave who enlist in the U.S. military. These brave young men and women have taken an oath to serve and protect us. Each year, we have seniors who have already enlisted into one branch of the military. And there are many more that are in the process of enlisting at this time. To help honor the students that have enlisted into the military as of May 1st, we welcome a few of our active military members to the stage. The students enlisting are the following: Marine Corps, Savion Gillis. Marine Corps, Aiden Aguilar Lara. Marine Corps, Emmanuel Alansomaqueta. Indiana National Guard, Emmanuel Velasquez. Indiana National Guard, Bronson Britton. Indiana National Guard, Ryan Bates. Indiana National Guard, Nicole Reyes. Indiana National Guard, Jared Cordova. Indiana National Guard, Miled Ramirez. Give them a round of applause, please. I would like to invite our co-athletic directors, Kendra Champion McAloon and David Paddock, to the stage. This year, we are proud to recognize a few of our athletes as they have worked hard and their support to represent Pike High School while making us all Pike proud. The Fran A. Barr Sportsmanship Award is awarded to one senior female and one senior male varsity athlete for showing exceptional mental attitude and sportsmanship. And this year's recipients are two, Mariah Miner and Josh Woods. And we have a few more recipients in this particular area. The Albert Hardin Academic Award is awarded to the senior female and senior male athletes who have earned at least 2 varsity letters and are the highest ranking academic student athletes in their class. This year's recipients are Elizabeth Dunleavy and Elijah Gornick. And our final athletic award recipients will be the following. Well, let me read this first to you. The Distinguished Athlete Award is awarded to any senior athlete who has earned multiple all-conference, all-county, all-sectional, all-regional, all-semi-state, and/or all-state recognition in his or her sport. This year's recipients are the following: Elijah Davis, Corey Dryden, Gabrielle Gilbert, Katala Jones, Cesar Morales Juarez, Parker Richards, Catherine Soriano Rodriguez, Trinity Williams, Devin Woods, and Josh Woods. Give them a round of applause. One more round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Toria Buckley's senior class sponsor to the stage. Over this challenging year, the senior class officers have continued to come up with unique ways to offer some fun events and activities for the class of 2023. Thank you for all your hard work you have put into this year. Please welcome your senior class officers now at this time to the stage. President Joshua Chapman. Vice President of Administration and Student Activities, Chelsea Gonzalez. Vice President of Mentoring, Oluwusun Adesoji. Vice President of Public Relations, Mary Martinez Villa. One more round of applause. At this time, the class of 2023 would ask that you please stand and be recognized for all your hard work and dedication. Class of 2023, I would also ask that you clap for the folk that got you here. Thank you, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, mentors, guardians. Thank you all as well. We are very proud of all of our seniors, and as we hold tight, especially for those who have been honored here tonight, on behalf of the Metropolitan School District of Pike Township, Pike High School administrators, teachers, and staff, we want to wish you a very successful post-high school career. Best wishes and good luck, seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our program. Thank you for being here tonight. Have a great evening.